going? Welcome back to another video. So let's talk about the actual official trailer for episode 18. This one has a lot of good stuff in it. A lot of Rick Grimes stuff, a lot of Daryl searching for Rick Grimes, and some other new footage that we haven't seen yet for the episode. So obviously, if you are new here, make sure to be a subscriber. If you want more Walking Dead content like this in terms of videos and reviews for each episode, I'll be posting a non-spoiler review on Friday if they release this episode on Friday, but my spoiler reviews always come out the night the episode airs on television. It's out like right afterwards anyways. And yeah, this will contain spoilers for episode 17 if I do mention it in any way, but I have to say that in case, a lot of people, especially people in Europe and stuff like that, some of you guys might have not have watched the episode yet, right? So I'm just saying spoilers just in case, but yeah, let's just jump into this though. So the first shot we have here is of Daryl sitting on the shore. It's not really a shore, but riverbank or whatever. He's thinking about Rick. He's thinking about where Rick could have went. And that's what's going to be really, I think, captivating about the story of what Daryl's going to be going through here is obviously Rick is he's like one of the most popular characters for a reason, right? A lot of people love him. And so to get an episode focused on that, really, it's going to be so much fun. We see Daryl here. I don't know where this takes place in terms of the Michonne X Scar episode, because that was also a flashback to a time after Rick disappeared, right? And stuff that Michonne went through. So this could be before that, or it could be after that, but I guess we'll get some clarity on the timeline of that after next Sunday, or this Sunday, I guess. We have a closer shot here of Daryl, and this is it's cool because his leather vest here it's the older one, right? It's before Judith fixed the wing. So this is closer to the, I guess, A New Beginning arc, the first A New Beginning arc anyways, when Rick was around. And it's kind of cool because we already did a time jump, right? With the 5 episodes that Rick was in season 9. That was already a time jump of a year and a half. That was the A New Beginning arc. And then we kind of got the A New Beginning arc part 2, which was more comic related anyways, or comic inspired with the introduction of Magna and stuff like that. But it's interesting seeing Daryl here because this is like that Daryl there where it depends on when this was set, but this could have been like a month, a few weeks, maybe it's been 6 months to a year after Rick disappeared. We have this shot right here of Carol picking up this map, and this is a map of all the spots that Daryl looked for Rick, and I guess some notes that he made. I want to talk about this more in depth in an opening minutes video because there's a lot already in this trailer to talk about, and so because they did release the opening minutes, I'll talk about that separately because there's actually some stuff in there. There's things that Carol does with this map that says a lot about the relationship, but also hints a lot at what the plot is actually going to be for episode 18, at least in the current day timeline. Carol at this point says things feel different, like everything's not on our side anymore. There's an actual scene that was released, and I probably won't really talk about that scene just because not a lot really happens there, but it does say a lot about their relationship, the state of their relationship anyways, because Carol is constantly saying these things like, I don't know what we're going to do next, and things are looking bad, and Daryl's getting very annoyed with her, and you can tell. So that's just what's happening here. This is early in the episode. We have this shot here, and this is part of the opening minutes, so I'm going to go through this fast because there's a lot more stuff that I want to talk about. But yeah, this is just Daryl with that stick or whatever, and he puts it in his bike. And a lot of this is him just getting set up to go hunting, and he's trying to get his bike started. He can't really, and Carol just tags along. This is in the opening minutes, but again, we'll talk about that in another video. There's this shot here of Daryl, and this is him coming across the cabin. And I'm guessing it was from a different angle because he kind of randomly came across it. He's looking at it, and he's just like, I remember this cabin. I remember what I went through when I was last here, right? And yeah, we have this shot here of him just standing outside of the cabin looking in. It looks destroyed now. So I don't know what happened, but if you look at it, like the door looks like it's been ripped off, and there's like definitely no one been living here. Like, if you actually go back to the scenes with Leah and Daryl, it definitely looks like someone has been living there, right? The cabin was already old and abandoned, but now definitely it is. And so Carol is probably in this scene as well. She's probably just behind, and then she comes up here, and then she'll question Daryl about something. They'll go inside, obviously, probably because Carol will say, well, we should stay somewhere for a bit, right? Like, it's starting to get dark kind of thing, and so they'll probably go in there. Daryl will be hesitant, but he'll just go in there. They'll talk about stuff, and I think that's where things will come up. We then get this shot here of Daryl wearing that green poncho outfit type thing, He was wearing that in season 9, episode 6, and then after that, we never really saw it again. So this is showing him then, and you can see actually the dog here. And I don't know if this takes place later in the episode where he already knows Dog from Leah, but because I still see a lot of people questioning whether or not we're actually going to be getting a dog origin story here. And I've been seeing a lot of people say that, yes, we will, but it's going to be the mom of the dog, but we're going to see Dog when he's a puppy. I don't know if that was a joke on Talking Dead. I did hear something about that on Talking Dead, but that it's possible it was just a joke. Maybe not. Maybe I wasn't listening properly and they did say that. But yeah, we are going to get the origin story of Dog, and it's definitely going to be before Daryl ever met the dog. We then have this shot here. It is a similar shot to the one that we got before. And this is probably Daryl just, again, he's still looking for Rick. He might sit there on the shoreline and then just kind of look around and just be thinking about Rick, thinking about where is he? What happened to him? Because you know that he has probably searched the water. He's walked through there. He has a map of the area. He has checked everywhere for Rick. He has searched the area like plenty of time, spent months, maybe a couple years looking for him. And his body is nowhere. Where did he go, right? And that's what I want them to get into a little bit more, right? Is just, what happened to Rick? Why doesn't it make sense that you didn't find the body? I know they just kind of believe, yeah, you know what? He's gone. But since we are going into the final season, because we know that Judith knows that Rick is most likely alive, finally get into that, right? Get Judith to just tell Daryl about that and get into the story of, we gotta find Rick. I know they still have the Commonwealth story and all that, but this is the time to do that. If you want to get into anything with Daryl and trying to find Rick, now's the time to do it, especially in the final season. I don't think Judith is going to tell Daryl here in this scene. I don't think it makes a lot of sense, but I hope it does come up because Michonne's not back yet. Is he just not going to question how long she's taking, right? Like I think Judith, like they do have to reveal that in the final season. I hope we don't have to wait until the end. I hope it comes out maybe not in the beginning, but maybe like halfway through the season, right? Like by the mid-season finale kind of thing. We have this shot here of Carol and she's opening the floor here, probably finds something here, which is going to trigger that memory for Daryl about Leah and stuff. And then, yeah, just more shots of the same thing here between Daryl and Leah. And I won't talk about this anymore just because, I mean, this is in every teaser trailer, right, that we've gotten for this episode. So, yeah, it'll be kind of interesting to see what happens here between the two, how much footage we actually get, because it's weird that we're always seeing this and nothing new, right? Like, how much footage is there of this? Is it just half the episode, 2/3 of the episode? Because we're not getting a lot, right? So yeah, and then we get this scene here of Daryl killing a walker, and then he's also screaming here, and there's a bunch of angles of this. Like we've seen this shot here so many times. I have no idea or no clue where he is. Maybe he's near the bridge, under the bridge. I know part of it exploded, or most of it did, but he could be under just some of the debris, right? There is still part of it sticking out, or I don't know, it just seems really weird, like he's in some type of jungle almost, like it's a weird environment. Is it a bad dream? Why is he screaming like that? And that's just the whole thing about it. Like, why is Daryl screaming here? He doesn't seem hurt. That's originally what I thought it was that he was hurt somehow. Maybe, I don't know, like I made the joke he stepped on a bear trap or something, but no, I think he's just frustrated. Maybe it happens after Leah disappears or something happens to her, but it could also be just he can't find Rick. And it's just his frustrations with that. He's so angry with the world and he lets out that scream, right? It's just, and I think this is going to be probably one of the better scenes of the episode. I can't wait to see just Daryl's handling of the situation. And yeah, I really can't wait. I want to watch this episode so bad. Like this episode and Here's Negan. And I guess the Commonwealth episode a little bit are the episodes I'm really looking forward to, because this one here, I just want to see more of that stuff. I think this episode I'm going to be a huge fan of. I already know it. Here's Negan. I already know as well. I'm going to be a huge fan of that. And then the Commonwealth one is more of, I just want to see how they react and what they're like, right? Because we didn't really get a lot of them. They just kind of appeared at the end there of episode 16. But I want to see more of their personality, what they're like, their systems of things, how aggressive they are, if they are, right? In terms of safety and just the way they're handling those characters, right? So I'm excited. I really can't wait. And next, I think I will be talking about the opening minutes. I also plan to do the Fear the Walking Dead trailer, but there's a bunch of stuff that I want to talk about. Videos coming out tomorrow and stuff on the Reapers, because we haven't seen the last of them. They're definitely going to come back. And yeah, there's a few other things I want to talk about. And also my Q&A I will be posting that on Wednesday. I already posted or made a post on Instagram already asking for questions. So if you have any questions for me, just go follow me on Instagram. It's just at MusicMan on Terrace Street. The link for that should be down below. Post your question on there, and then hopefully I can see it. There's usually a lot of questions, so I go through as much as I can, but obviously I can't go through all of them in a video, right? But yeah, I'll leave it here. Post all your thoughts down below. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.